everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of T&K NoCo Auto Talk. I'm T.
I'm Kay.
And today we are out here in beautiful Loveland, Colorado, just off of I-25 at Brandon Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram at their new, large and in charge 71,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility that will be focused on technology and renewable energy. And we have the pleasure of reviewing not one, but two next-gen chargers, the Dodge Charger RT
and the Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack.
Heck yeah, guys. So we hope to bring you some exciting content today. Man, there's a lot to cover, huh, Kay?
There's a lot to cover.
So we're going to do our best. We may not catch everything, but we hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's dive in. All right, friends. So lots to cover here. So definitely have to have my notes because I don't want to forget anything.
It's going to look a little different than our normal format just because this first time we're doing two vehicles at once. So bear with us.
Exactly. So again, we've got the 2025 next-gen Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack. This vehicle is equipped with the track package, and you have?
I have the RT. So this is probably, I think, going to be the volume seller for them, the RT.
And this is the black top.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot to mention this black top. So just some quick styling differences between the two. I have really cool looking amber daytime running lights here. Really cool. I don't have the light bar, but I do have the illuminated Fratzonic in the front, which is really cool. T, what do you have over there?
So yeah, on the front of mine, we've got the LED light bar all the way across, which gives it that nice aggressive look. I prefer this over just the amber lights and then nothing in the center.
Yeah.
Or at least if amber went through the center, that would be cool too.
Yeah, I tend to lean more toward that look too. It gives me Tron vibes. It looks very futuristic.
It does.
I love it. And obviously on both of them, it's full LED lighting all around.
Correct. Yep.
Which is really good to see.
Yep.
Obviously the driving sensors, all that stuff is going to be the LiDAR radars. Going to be down here. That's the same.
Oh, that's the same on both. Going back over here to this Fratzonic real quick. So just in case for anybody out there who doesn't know, just going to give a little bit of history on that. So this is giving homage to the Dodge heritage from about 1962 to I think 1981. This symbol was actually thought up by one of the designers at the time. It doesn't mean anything. He just came up with this name, I guess, and it just stuck. But it first appeared in 1962 on the Polara 500 was the first vehicle that it had appeared on. And basically, it is a fractured deltoid composed of three arrowhead shapes to form a three-pointed star.
The more you know.
There you go. That's the Fratzonic. And it's coming back, and Dodge is going to make that emblem exclusive to their new EV lineup.
Oh, I did not know that.
That's good to know. Yes, that is what I found out from my research.
So you know, if you see the Fratzonic, you're looking at it like
that's right, exactly. Nice. That will be your indicator, amongst some other things that will stand out, but that will be your indicator that it's going to be an EV.
Yeah. Speaking of things that stand out, let's talk about this.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what that is and what it's designed for.
Yep. So this is the R-Wing. This is a front aero pass-through and basically is designed to give the vehicle more aerodynamics. We aren't going to be looking at fuel efficiency in this vehicle, but we're going to be looking at battery efficiency. So this is going to help reduce the front lift by up to 30%. And then it's also going to reduce the drag by up to 3%. So that way you can maximize your speed and performance on and off the track.
Yeah, and 3% doesn't sound a lot, but when you're talking about aerodynamics, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
That 3% is going to make a huge difference for something. Imagine something with this shape that doesn't have that kind of mindset as far as aerodynamic goes.
Right.
You're probably not going to see the same kind of efficiency.
Right.
So
I love this design, that pass through. You can stick your hands through it. From the side, if you're not looking, it looks like a solid, just a front lip of the vehicle, basically, front end of the hood. But yeah, once you realize this, air passes through, goes up over the vehicle. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
pretty
when
slick.
I first saw it in pictures and videos, I'm like, what have you done now? You know, like what are you thinking? But just like T said, when you're looking at it in person, especially like from the profile, you don't even notice it. It blends in very well.
Yep.
And seeing it in person, even knowing it's there, it still looks really good. So it's interesting, very different than anything you've seen from anybody else, I think.
Yep,
So,
most definitely.
really cool. So I like. We're gonna play a little game.
Oh, okay.
I like to call it frunk or no frunk.
Oh no! Am I gonna
win? So on the count of 3, we'll lift the hood and we'll see who wins.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh no!
I win.
No frunk.
I got
me.
a frunk. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, dang.
Now you can get a frunk equipped on an RT. It's just in one of the packages. I think it's the Plus package or something like that.
That makes sense.
This one does not have that package, so that's why it does not have the frunk. I think what you've got down there is just mainly all of your components for your
that's what it looks like.
Batteries and stuff.
There's a little pass-through right here. But yeah, you can. There's stuff in there. I'm not gonna remove the cover.
Right.
Don't have the tools for that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Let me just show you guys this here real quick too. Maybe get a little bit better up close shot of these two. There you go. Very nice. And also I think we probably want to highlight the power that these vehicles come with, because they're 100%. Both equipped
while we're under the hood.
Yeah, while we're under the hood. They're both equipped with the 400-volt battery system.
100.5 kilowatt hours, I believe.
Yep, and if that's not fully correct, then we'll make sure we put that on our, captions at the bottom. I did write down though the horsepower. I didn't write down the kilowatt hours, so you might know that better than me. But for the Scat Pack, super nerd. That's okay though. For the Scat Pack, standard is 630 horsepower. With the Power Shot, that will add an additional 40 horsepower for this vehicle to get you up to 670.
670 horsepower. Wow.
At 627 pound-feet of torque.
Gotcha. Going to all 4 wheels, I believe.
Yes. Yep. Because these are all-wheel drive, so there's an electric motor on each axle of these vehicles, so they are all-wheel drive, which is nice.
Yeah, and going forward, all Chargers are going to be all-wheel drive. No more rear-wheel drive only for this platform. My numbers are a little smaller, but still very impressive.
Yeah.
Standard, you've got 456 horsepower. With Power Shot, you're at 496. So still very impressive numbers here.
Yep. And also, let's just get into some of the speed times real quick. On the Scat Pack, we've got 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Quarter mile, 11.5. Top speed is 135 miles an hour.
Okay.
So that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Lots of torque.
Quicker than me. I'm at 4.7 seconds, 0 to 60.
Still fast.
Yeah, still very fast. Quarter mile in about 12.6 seconds.
Okay.
Still at a top speed of 135.
All right. So you're not too far behind though.
No,
That's still pretty quick. You can hang.
I can hang for a second.
You can hang.
Yeah.
Another thing I just wanted to mention too real quick, that we're going throwback as well with our Chargers now, right? Going back to kind of the old school design, back to 1969 Daytona Charger, shout out. Homage to that generation vehicle. Dodge is really digging back into their history to kind of bring back some of those feelings and emotions of the American muscle car with these cars.
And it's good to see, like, even as we, make this transition to electric vehicles, because it's the future, there's no getting around it.
Right.
It's good to see that they're taking the old classic style with us.
Yes.
We're not leaving it behind.
We're not leaving it behind. Exactly. Yeah. Keeping everything relevant, up to date, and to the forefront, but making it modern to today's time, right?
Yep.
Moving forward with our battery electric vehicles. Yeah, man, we've got some other things to explore on these guys. So let's scooch on down the aisle here a little bit. Bring it on back. So the sides of the vehicles, the vehicle itself, it's the same shape. That is not any different. It's the same platform, so really easy to make minor modifications or adjustments when you need to. So if we're looking here at our badging, what do you got?
I have an RT badge.
Okay.
Stage 1 still doesn't have a few of the options that you can get. Still, it looks good. It's in like a gunmetal gray kind of finish. Can't tell if it's plastic or metal, but like I said,
it looks cool.
It looks really cool. But so yeah, people will see that and they know that it's still something special.
Yep. And then I've got stage 2 badging here with our Angry Bee or Rumble Bee or
Super
Bumblebee
Bee
or Super Bee of
some
all
kind of
the
bee.
bees, all different kind of variations of it. This one looks like it might be the electrified, modified version of the Super Bee. So we've got that on the side, so that way you know it is a Scat Pack indicator for the Scat Pack. So let's talk about these wheels and tires on these vehicles, Kay. I'm gonna grab the camera here real quick to get a close-up shot of your setup and let us know what this RT is equipped with.
Gotcha. All right, so this one is equipped with 255/45 R20 extra large all-season tires. Not staggered, so it's the same in the front and the back on 20-inch wheels. And I really like the design of the wheels. You do get the Fratzonic in the center cap, which is really cool. Obviously, locking tires because
nice touch. Nice touch.
Really cool. What about you, T? What have you got going on?
Yeah, man. So I've actually got a staggered setup on here since this one's equipped with the track package. So standard on this would be 305 35/20s all the way around. But since this has the track package on it, we've got staggered tires. So we've got 305 35/20s in the front and 325 35/20s in the back. Again, all season tires. Also, we've got our Brembo brakes here with the red 6-piston caliper. And we've got our rotors. Very nice, large, beefy rotors on this car.
I don't get Brembos.
Lots of stopping power.
I'm jealous. I don't get Brembos.
No, you do not. You just get those basic ones.
I do.
Also, these rear ones looks like they are slotted or ventilated here. Let me check the front ones and see if they are. They are as well. So, yep, we've got ventilated rotors.
Nice.
So,
I do like that even though they're obviously very similar vehicles and they look alike, they still have their own personality when it comes to the wheels.
They do.
Obviously, being higher performance, that's got a staggered setup with bigger brakes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
But it's really cool. They're still different. It's like having a twin brother that dresses different.
There you go. So you're not completely, you're a fraternal twin. You're not identical.
Exactly.
Fraternal twins. That's what we got here. As far as paint color, they're both the same. So this is called the Diamond Black Crystal Exterior Paint. So we've got those little metallic flakes in the paint, the little shimmery. I don't know if it's getting picked up on the camera or not, but it looks really nice in the sun. A little sparkly,
does, yeah.
You know, like a midnight sky.
I know a lot of people try to shy away from black because it shows dirt easily. But neither one of these cars has been, I would say, washed. They've been detailed, but weather happens. But they still look really good.
Yep.
You know, you can't really see a whole lot of the dirt.
Yep, they're sharp.
So, and I think the metal fleck that's in there helps with that. Yep. Looks really good.
Yep, super sharp. All right, well, let's come down here to the back.
Yep.
Of these vehicles.
I have another game.
Hey!
So, I don't have a name for this one, but we're going to see who has a power lift gate and who doesn't.
Power lift gate game.
There we go. All right.
All right, guys, let's check it out.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Uh-oh. I didn't press mine hard enough, but there you go. Power lift gate.
I guess I lose again.
But you were quicker to get yours open than mine.
I didn't have those technical difficulties.
But we do have ample trunk space in the back.
Yep. Oh, and I guess that's different. It is a hatch now, which is really cool. Which really helps. It'll help you sell it as practical if your spouse is like, we don't need one of those. So yeah, you get quite a bit of storage space in here, and the seats fold to add to that. You can take the cargo cover off and extend.
Got your privacy cover there.
You do have a little bit of underfloor storage. No spare tire here.
So you got your fix-a-flat system, basically.
Exactly.
Your air compressor.
Yep. No frills or thrills back here. It's a cargo area, and the button to. Oh, sorry, I don't have a button. If I had a button, it would be here on the side to close.
Yeah, so we'll check out the Scat Pack because it has the button to close tailgate.
And yeah, I mean, again, fixed flat kit, cargo cover, and the magic button.
Yes. Also, we've got a spoiler on the back of this guy too.
Yep.
So I'm sure that probably adds another 5 horsepower to that power shot, you know. So you're really getting 45 extra horsepower.
Yeah, exactly. No spoiler on the RT on this particular model. So that's another notch in your belt tee.
Yep.
As you can see, you get full LED lighting all around, which is really nice. And again, hit with the Fratzonic, which does illuminate.
Yeah.
Right? Which is really, really, really cool.
Super cool.
You have Daytona spelled out across the bottom here, and that's going to be on every model.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really cool. It's an homage again. The previous generation only had LEDs on each end of the vehicle. Now they go all the way across. So
yeah,
we are living in the future, guys.
Check that out. Gotta see if you can see that because the sun is right out here, so it's hard to tell if I'm picking it up. But what we've come to know for the brake lamp for the Charger all the way across the light bar, which I think you just mentioned that. So that's still relatively unchanged as far as the rear of the vehicle for your brake lights and your reverse lamps. So, but I do love this Fratzonic in there.
Yeah, and I like, even though you don't really see it, down below, you do see it has Fratzonic spelled out.
We also have to talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. The Fratzonic exhaust chamber. So this guy is basically both vehicles are equipped with this Fratzonic exhaust chamber. And what this system does, it is a dual high efficiency bandwidth transducers that are coupled with Fratzonic loaded passive radiators. So basically what that means is there is a dedicated amplifier in the back of this vehicle somewhere somewhere back here, tucked in here, that basically produces the tones and the rumble and the growl that you will hear to simulate or emulate as if it had a internal combustion engine, basically. And then how this system works is it is based off of driver inputs, your accelerator pedal position, speed and torque output, help deliver those performance tones, and also your different drive modes. So this has basically been programmed to function in a certain way.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds, when you're driving down the road, it sounds like you're driving a muscle car.
Mm-hmm.
The camera, I don't think, does it justice. It sounds way better in person than I think any video has been able to capture so far. So
yeah, and we will at least run the Scat Pack, and we will try to capture those tones for you guys the best that we can with our microphone. So it may not come across very well or translate well through the camera, but if you ever get a chance to go to your local dealership to check one out and hear it, check one out, see what you think. I personally feel like I'm in a movie theater. That's what I feel like. I call it a little spaceship sound because there's this weird like whirl when it's idling that happens, you know, that you may have heard in some, you know, alien movies or something like that. But it's unique, it's cool, and it's loud. People can hear it, so they know you're coming.
Yeah, 100%. And it's, like I said, it's way more impressive in person.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Like, even standing outside of the car, when it's in drag or track mode and it's being revved, like, you can actually feel the rumbles, which is awesome.
Yep.
And amazing that they were able to capture that.
Yep, for sure. So let's just take a quick look on the inside of these vehicles real quick before we hop in and talk about some features. We'll just do a quick little sweep so you guys can see the differences in the interiors on these guys. So on our RT, we've just got like leatherette cloth seats. And then on the SRT, we've got, believe, premium leather with suede, and they're like sport seats.
Yeah, they're beautiful seats.
So your nice racing seats, basically. The Scat Pack has a 16-inch color driver display with the 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 with navigation.
And the RT is equipped with a 10.25-inch gauge cluster with the same 12.3-inch infotainment screen.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to hop in the Scat Pack here, and we're going to go over some features on the inside. So we will see you in a little bit. All right, Kay. Let's pop in and see what's going on.
Yeah, let's do it. Really quick before I jump in, I just want to show you guys the key fob really quick. So it's their updated key. You see this on a lot of Jeep products right now. I'm sure it'll make its rounds throughout the Stellantis products. But got your your unlock lock, remote start, open the hatch, which is really nice, and then your panic button. Feels really good in the hand, high quality. And then look at that, you've got Dodge and carbon fiber on the back.
Yeah, I love the back. That is so sleek.
Yeah.
So sleek. And it's, also cool, as with most things, they are trying to streamline their products, right? So it's nice to see all the keys being uniform now, even though it's still a bit blocky.
Right.
But everything's getting more uniform, which is really cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure it saves $1 or $2.
Right?
But yeah, and it's carbon fiber, so you know it's a sports car.
Yes.
And then it's really interesting. It's an electronic latch here, so there's a little touchpad on here. You grab that to open the door, and then there is a button down here that you press to lock the door, which is interesting placement, I think, for most people, but they'll get used to it. Here you've got a massive door, swings open nice and wide. And I think it's beautiful. You've got red stitching here at the top. Doesn't feel like real leather, but it's textured and it feels good in the hand. This really cool pattern. I'm not sure what they call it, but it is beautiful. And I like that this part, the handle separates from the actual door. And then in that crease, you've got your ambient lighting. And wait until you guys see that because it is legit.
Yeah, they call that attitude lighting.
You've got memory settings first and for one and two seat. You got your memory settings here, 1 and 2 memory settings that you have here. You've got your electronic door latch just button here, and then for safety, if the battery dies and you need to get out of the vehicle, you've got your manual latch right
Emergency release. Awesome.
Very cool. Then some storage. It's not super big. It is a sports car after all. Feels like you might be able to put a small bottle or something in there. It's not lined with felt and it's plastic, but it's storage.
And this is a large door.
It is
very long.
Yeah, you feel like you're in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley because you got to reach. Well, I guess those doors close themselves. On this, you got to like stretch pretty far to get to the handle to close it. So,
yeah.
Something to keep in mind if you're shopping around. You do have Dodge, and looks like matte carbon fiber printed out here on the door seal, and then you've got your power seat controls right there.
And I like that the controls are surrounded in black, so black surrounds are just very sleek and blends in with the seat as well, which is really nice.
And then taking a look at the seats, they are sport seats, looks like, with some really nice bolstering and padding, so they're still nice and comfortable. It's leather with, it looks like a suede material on the inside. And I think they're great looking seats. They're really comfortable. I was surprised by how comfortable they are. But yeah, guess we'll
hop on in.
Yeah, those doors sound nice and solid. A little bit of a rattle, but still good. Here you've got what people are referring to as a squircle steering wheel.
What steering wheel?
A squircle.
A squircle?
Yeah, because it's rounded on the sides and flat on the top and bottom. Really good. Feels nice and sturdy. Got perforated leather here on the sides for a sportier look. Plenty of controls here. You do have your power window control, your power mirror controls, along with your window unlock controls here on the side. Go ahead and press the power button. It's weird to say. Listen to that. Listen to that rumble.
Feel like I'm in a Dolby surround sound theater.
Right. And we'll highlight the sound too, just so you guys can get a good listen. You do have paddles here for the regen braking, the 3-stage regen braking. As you can see, it does tell you right there on the screen when you make adjustments. So that's nice. You do have a really decently sized and crisp head-up display. Might be hard to pick up on camera, but it is there, trust me.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's really good. You've got your heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, 3 stages for each. It's really nice. It's not often you see levels for the heated steering wheel, so that's kind of cool. And then you have dedicated volume knob, which I know people love. Then you have dedicated buttons here on the side for your different screens that you can access. So you go to home, and then you can set up different widgets, different screens, so it's as easy as swiping, which is really nice. And then go here, set up the dashboard, and then that's where you get to your performance stuff. So you can set up performance pages, check out your race options. That's where you're going to find your race prep, launch control, and drift donuts. Yes, drifting and doing donuts in an electric vehicle. That's the age we live in. Screen is a little finicky, like you gotta touch in just the right spot to get it to work. It is cool. You do have surround view cameras on the screen, which is really nice. I don't think it is a larger vehicle, so that makes sense. It's gonna take some getting used to when it comes to parking and whatnot.
Good camera quality.
Really good. I would say top notch. But yeah. Let's see. Got dedicated HVAC controls here, which is really nice. It's not all just in the screen. And then down here you've got your parking sensors, lane keep assist, traction control, and a dedicated button for launch control. So if you're at a light and somebody challenges you, you don't have to go through the screen to get there. You're like, all right, this guy's ready. Let's go. You got here your pistol grip gear selector. Feels really good, nice and sturdy.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that design. It's different.
It is different, and it's especially in an age where everything's a button. Like a lot
or
of cars
dial.
Or in some cars, you don't even have, like the Teslas, they know when to reverse and go back into drive and all that. So it's really cool that they're keeping it old school.
Yep. Giving you some of that mechanical feeling with an electric vehicle, basically.
Yep. It is a sports car also, so that makes sense. It looks like you do have one wireless charger and then just another place for keys or another phone, what have you. Got 2 cup holders, the power button, which is an odd shape, and then you have your electronic parking brake, some storage here. It's not too deep, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much the interior. Still got sunglass holder there. Okay, Siri. You've got your hatch release here, dome lights, your emergency, and then your map lights there. But that's pretty much it from the driver's seat. I don't know if the camera will pick it up right now because it's still pretty bright out. But
yep, we do
have some ambient lighting going on here. It looks really good, and it goes all the way across the dash, which is really nice.
Yep, and you can change the Daytona badge right there. You can change the colors for this as well. So a nice rainbow of colors to get you some mood lighting, if you will, or your attitude, however you're feeling for the day.
But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it from the driver's side. I'm really excited to get it out on the road and see what it can do.
Heck yeah. Before we do that, let's talk through some of these drive modes that are in this vehicle real quick, though. Because the Scat Pack is equipped with a robust amount of drive modes over the RT. Your RT basically has a lot of just your standard drive modes. Right. And I also wanted to note on the steering wheel, you have direct access to your drive modes right from your steering wheel. And you also have access to the power shot, which gives you 40 horsepower for 10 seconds. Every 30 seconds, you can use that to get an additional 40 horsepower.
Yep, so standard, you're at 630 horsepower, and then press the power shot, that gives you the additional 40 horsepower to take you to 670.
Boom.
But yeah, here we've got the drive mode selector on the screen. You can pull it up on the screen. We've got drag, which enhances the sound from the Fratzonic exhaust and gives you the ability to get some sick revs out of it. Same with track mode. And you can also go in and adjust each drive mode to exactly how you want it, which is really nice.
Yep. Sorry for the glare there too, guys. So hopefully we can see this all right.
Let's see. And then track mode, same sound. You still get those revs. And it's surprisingly, it's quieter in sport mode than it is in drag and track. But you still do get the ability to rev it. Here, you've got auto, which also gives you the option of like some eco settings as well. And then in auto wet, you do lose the ability to rev the vehicle, so you're not going to get anything when you press the accelerator pedal. And you get cool little animations on the screens on the gauge when you press each one, so it's kind of nice. And it's really cool. It shows the Fratzog on the gauge cluster where the speedometer is, which is awesome.
Yep.
It's that kind of attention to detail that I think people are going to come to appreciate about Dodge.
Yeah, most definitely. And it is also just important to note that your drag and your track modes, which also include donut and drift, those modes are really honestly and truly designed to be used on a race track, not out on the street, which is why they made the notes louder, so a louder decibel level that, if you're using that on the street, you might get pulled over for that. I don't know, but this is definitely not designed to be used on regular roads for driving. So on a track day, you can definitely explore these modes. And again, these high performance drive modes are only available on the Scat Pack, particularly equipped with the track package.
Yes. Yep. So, and it's really cool. You can obviously adjust, how much power is being sent to which electric motor to give you the kind of performance that you want. But it is adjustable, which is really cool.
Yep.
But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the drive modes. I think Dodge is one of those brands that people love to hate, but there's really a lot to appreciate about this brand. Like, when everything is going to electrification, some form or another. And my question to everybody is like, what did you think Dodge was going to do? Like this is pretty much what I would expect from a performance brand like Dodge, and I don't think it disappoints at all.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ingenuity that has gone into this for a fully electric vehicle. Their first fully electric vehicle, again, just wanted to mention that. And they wanted to keep that muscle car heritage. So that's why we've got these awesome drive modes and this Fratzonic exhaust chamber that gives us that deep grumbly tone, even though it's not anything close to a real engine. But hey, it's all in the fun of it, right?
Yeah,
I think people will enjoy this.
I think so too. Like, it's loud, you can feel it. Like, it feels like a motor is running.
Yeah, it does inside the vehicle. You do feel it through the seats for sure, most definitely.
Yeah, it's really cool. I lost my train of thought, but I'm here for it. I was gonna say this is the first vehicle from Stellantis to be on the Stella Large platform. Others are coming. One of the nice things about that platform is it allows for electrification and ICE motors
at the same time.
Right. So that's really cool. So in addition to this Daytona Charger, There's also going to be a 4-door variant, as well as a 2-door and 4-door ICE model as well on the same platform.
Yep.
So they're thinking long game.
Yeah.
With this platform.
Well, and also not even just long game, but again, just giving options to people who are into electric vehicles, want to be fully electrified, but still also catering to the customers who love their internal combustion engine. So they want to create the best for both worlds, which 100%. I think is awesome, and not just streamlining down to all electrification. Giving people the options. Exactly.
The other vehicle that is on this platform that is available right now is the Wagoneer S. And it's something that we're looking forward to having on the channel at some point.
Yep, most definitely. We'll get into that. Well, I think we'll get this guy out on the road and just kind of see what it feels like.
Let's do it.
All right. So we are in the Scat Pack. I'm going to check it out for just a quick little spin right here. Okay, yeah, man. You said before, I think this was your first time driving in a Charger or a Challenger or something along those lines, right?
Yep. This is my very first modern muscle car experience.
Awesome.
Aside from, I guess, the Mustang that we did a few months ago.
No, sure.
I am
pales in comparison to this, though. I think.
Yeah, 100%. This is impressive. First, the biggest thing I notice is the regen braking. I mean, talk about one pedal driving. You take your foot off the gas, and it's gonna stop.
It's very grabby. It's very aggressive.
It's very. It would take some getting used to if you don't have any experience with regenerative braking. I think it's a short learning curve, but I'm gonna give it. I'm just in auto drive mode. I'm gonna give it some gas here.
Some accelerator pedal. Holy smokes, man!
Yeah, I say give it some gas. Some of that artificial gas.
Yeah, wow. I have to say that's the most intense instant torque that I felt in any electric powered vehicle I've been in thus far that I've driven.
Yeah, that's enough to make a person nauseous.
I felt like my stomach was going to come out of my mouth. Like, that was crazy. And that was just standard horsepower.
Yeah.
Standard kilowatts. That's not even in track mode. This thing can be dangerous.
I'm not going to put it in track or drive.
No, let's not do that.
I will do sport mode.
Holy.
Instantly it gets louder.
Yep. And your display changed.
The steering wheel I felt tighten up.
So these are all the items affected by your drive mode here in sport. So they highlight that for us.
So I think I want to give the power a shot.
They even give you a little downshift action there as you're slowing down.
So I didn't touch the brake at all just now.
And
it went from like 30 to 8 in seconds. So I'm going to push the power shot button.
That's that 40 extra horsepower for 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Powering up, y'all. Holy smokes. I couldn't even get the camera close to the screen because of the G-forces. This is a roller coaster ride. Power shot completed. So you have to give it a 30-second break and then you can do it again. But this vehicle basically can do power shot continuously just with those 30-second pauses in between. Wow.
I'm speechless.
Holy smokes.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, we got to put this thing back. We're going to get in trouble.
I mean, if you're somebody who's had tons of experience with high performance, high horsepower vehicles, it might not be surprising to you. I think the instant torque is surprising to anybody who's never been in an electric vehicle. But that took all of my words. I have no words.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was intense. Holy cow. This is some power.
I need a second just to come back down to earth.
All right, we're going to pull back in here next to the RT. And we're just going to do some exhaust notes here real quick with you guys from the Fratzonic chamber. Just to see the different sounds in the different modes. So hang tight.
That start up in regular mode. Again, it doesn't let you rev in auto, so I'll change it to sport. Now, that's track mode, instantly louder. Now we're in drag mode.
All right. Wow, Kay. That quick little drive was impressive. Final thoughts.
I'm still trying to find the words, T. I'm still trying to find the words. I've never experienced anything like that. That's new for me. I mean, I've never been in a Tesla. I've never been. The closest thing that I've been to is a 4xe Grand Cherokee.
Oh, so, yeah, definitely just not. That is
same.
not even close.
Not the same. I mean, it's quick just in like regular auto drive mode. Like there's so I'm sitting while I was driving it in auto mode. I'm like, how can it get any faster than that? How can it get better than this? This is awesome. And then I put it in sport mode and hit power shot, and I'm like I said, I'm still trying to find the words. It was, I mean, to say exhilarating is an understatement.
Yeah.
I think this is a winner. I mean, a lot of people, Dodge gets a lot of hate. You know what I mean? But they get some things right, and power is one of them.
They do, yeah.
And this is it.
This is the ultimate electric performance vehicle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right now, because I am still recovering from that experience, my brain cannot process if there is any other type of electric vehicle that emits power like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If there is, I haven't been in one.
Right.
There may be.
Yeah,
obviously,
Tesla
right?
has ludicrous mode. The Lucid Air is being hyped up as very powerful and performance oriented. So I guess I have not experienced those, so I can't speak to those experiences.
I've experienced ludicrous mode in a Tesla, and I can tell you it's not anything close to this.
Really?
Yes, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
In my opinion. This was amazing. I felt like I was on a roller coaster.
Yeah,
that's a thrill ride.
Yes,
it's a thrill ride.
It is. It is.
Dodge is the thrill.
It's there's a lot of drama because you've got all the sounds going on. You've got on the head-up display, you've got these big numbers moving very quickly. So it's a little daunting. You know, there's a lot going on at once.
So information overload a little bit.
And by the time you realize what's happening, you've already hit 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I would say I would use that as a warning to anybody who's thinking about test driving one of these.
Yes.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, and do so. Test drive responsibly. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to, encourage anyone to do anything non-responsible.
Yeah. Once you buy it, do what you want.
Do what you want, exactly. But when it's not yours, definitely be responsible with the vehicle. Obviously, there will be hopefully a sales associate going with you.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man. So I think I have good things to say. I think it is worth it. It is worth the hype, right?
Yeah, 100%.
This is very impressive. I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
And I would like to give big props to Brandon Dodge for letting us come out and check out these two vehicles today.
Yeah, really great people here.
Yes.
Very accommodating. They've been nothing but wonderful to us. So,
yes.
And we appreciate that.
Yes. And these vehicles are available for sale at Brandon Dodge here in Loveland off I-25 and Crossroads Boulevard. We will link some of their, I think maybe a contact information below for anybody who wants to inquire on these Chargers, or even on the Wagoneer S. I think they have a few of those as well.
Yep.
So
last game question for you, T. Scat Pack or RT?
Definitely Scat Pack.
Yeah,
no hate for the RT, but you know me, I'm always on the performance end of things.
Well,
so.
for sure, and I definitely appreciate what Dodge has done here with the Scat Pack, but I think RT would be enough for me. I think I would get. There are some options that I would choose. I would do it differently.
Sure.
But I think the RT is more than enough for the average person.
Most definitely. There are some different packages you can get between both vehicles, so you can kind of customize them a little bit with the included options in those packages. But yeah, for me, just for a pure performance standpoint, I'd have to go Scat Pack. So.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, I don't have anything else to add. I don't know if you do, T.
I do not. I am just, I'll be smiling like this the rest of the day.
The rest of the day.
All right, guys. So we hope to catch you on our next video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. We hope that you have enjoyed this video, and you know the drill. We'll catch you on the road.